can remember when there was, maybe 100 people in there watching us play, and now, there's 100 people at 5 o'clock lining up to see us play. So there's a whole gamut of feelings here, and most of it is good. And we had some bad times in there, but it's just been, like I say, home.
Yeah, I was looking forward to finishing the season in Klum because it's just tradition. Hawaii volleyball, you think of Klum Gym. And the second thing is that the crowd is just crazy in there. They're so close to you, you can just feel their presence.
You see the 4 championship banners hanging up from the ceiling, and you get the feeling that there's just an excellence in the gym.
I think there's going to be some tears being shed, but they're going to be happy tears. So many traditions have been made in Klum and so many happy memories, and championships have been won with teams in that gym.
Klum has been an awesome place to play since I've been here in Hawaii, but it's going to be exciting. I hope all the fans come out and support us and try to crowd in there and maybe get 3,000 people in there, who knows, and we come in and just celebrate, just the tradition that's been in that gym, and I will miss it.
K5, the home team, presents University of Hawaii Women's Volleyball. Tonight, the Rainbow Wahine meet the Roadrunners of New Mexico State. They say all good things must come to an end, and so I guess must the era of Klum Gym. How you doing, everybody? John Fink along with Chris McLaughlin. An historic evening, the final night of women's volleyball from Klum Gym. Now, Chris, I've said that 3 times before, and here I go again. This is it.
I think this is the final night, and one of the things I'll miss most about Klum is its intimacy. Players gather before the game and meet with the fans. They gather after the game, and the fans love it, and the Hawaii Wahines have really generated a lot of fan support over these last 20 years.
The final matchup, of course, Hawaii and New Mexico State. Hawaii beat the Roadrunners last night. We'll see how they do tonight when we come back. Closed forever for women's volleyball after tonight. Let's check tonight's 7-11 match points. Chris?
Well, for New Mexico State, I think they've got to continue to utilize their off-speed attack. They had a lot of dinks last night and tip shots that really befuddled the Bows. I think more play like that could render them some success. And they need to serve like Patty Zubiate. Boy, did she get on a roll last night in Game 2. She brought them from 14-3 all the way up to 14-10 on her serve alone. A great server. And for the University of Hawaii, only one key tonight. Do it for Klum. I think this gym and this team deserve to go out with a bang and not a whimper.
I think you're right. We'll be back to meet the starters for both squads when we come back to Klum Gym right after this. 2,700 stalls right outside of the Special Events Center in Klum Gym. Plenty of parking. You get 2 or 3 people in a car. You got no problem getting in or out. And some people were wondering about that. That new parking structure is officially open.
Good news for all you commuters out there and all you Bow fans. Don't stay away because of the parking structure.
That's right.
We'll be open.
Let's take a look at tonight's Bank of America starters, Chris, for New Mexico State.
Well, the big story last night was Patty Zubiate. She was the player of the game. She hit well at the net. She served unbelievable bullets. Really gave Hawaii problems in Game 2. And Christine Jinbo, I thought their setter did a nice job last night. She was an all Big West freshman team last year, and she played quite well, as did Maria Roth, their 6'1" junior outside hitter. And for Hawaii, Key Williams had another stellar night, hitting at velocities we couldn't even measure. She's really hitting the ball hard. Big story, though, the 2 middles, Angelica Youngquist and Sarah Chase, really blocking well and leading the Bows to block after block. They're setting all kinds of school records, and Robin Amo did another great job setting.
Chris, Zubiate and Roth have led this team every night this year in hitting. You got to wonder, New Mexico State at this point in the season, is it too late to find a 3rd or a 4th player to maybe mix things up a little bit?
Well, I'll tell you, Karen Andrews is a very good outside hitter, as is Maria Roth, and I think Patty Zubiate is a class hitter. The 3 of them can do it. What concerns Gwen Lebo, their coach, is the middle. They have not been as effective in the middle as they would like to be, and she's hoping for more production out of that position tonight.
Let's take a look at last night's statistics. First of all, taking a look for New Mexico State. And we can see last night it was really all Zubiate and Roth. Of their 30 kills, 20 rather the 31 kills, 20 or 2/3 came from Zubiate and Ross.
And you see their middles, Logan and Monson struggle.
Yeah, yes they did, and you can see 10 digs also for Ross. So really the two guns doing it all for the Roadrunners last night and turning it over to Hawaii. Ljungqvist, that's a below average night for her, believe it or not, in terms of kill percentage. 3 kills a game, that's about right for her. Chase having another big night in hitting percentage and digs, and also had a bunch of blocks, Chris. Key Williams, so effective at putting the ball down. Interesting story, Jocelyn Robbins also with 7 kills, but look at the hitting percentage. Had a lot of zeros last night. Dave showed you would like to see her put a few more balls down for the Rainbow Wahine. And then, of course, Amo, who was the player of the game, doing a nice job moving the ball around all night long.
Watch out for Jenny Wilton and Therese Crawford coming off the bench, too. They're going to be giving those outside hitters lots of competition for their starting roles.
Injury report is pretty much negligible for Hawaii tonight. Chastity Nobriga still with a sore ankle. A little tendonitis in it. Key Williams with some tendonitis in her knee. But other than that, everybody healthy. Everyone could play if needed. And I think Hawaii was, as you mentioned, Chris, would love to go out with a bang, as this is the final night of Klum. Now, the reason I said it's the 3rd time I've said that is the end of last season, regular season. We thought that was it for Klum. Then, at the end of the playoff match last year, we said, well, that's definitely it for Klum. And then, at the beginning of this year, we said October 1st, absolutely the last match in Klum, because October 7th, we're in the new arena, and guess what? We're still not there, but it is official. October 21st, folks. A shuttle service is going to be provided around the campus from 4 to 6 p.m. at the various parking lots. So you don't even have to park down here at the lower part of campus. There are 2,700 stalls, plus there's other little pukas you can park in, and there's going to be free champagne for people 21 and older. You get a souvenir ticket. There are going to be door prizes, including 5 20-inch color TV sets, 1995 Wahine Volleyball season tickets, and a trip for 2 to San Diego for the UH San Diego State football game with a stop in Vegas, and then on to Long Beach to watch the Wahine play Long Beach State. So just a lot of stuff. A trip to Princeville on the island of Kauai. Just a great, great night. And wouldn't it be wonderful if Hawaii could draw 8, 9, 10,000 people?
I think it's a possibility if people really get fired up for it. San Jose State is a very good team as well.
So we will find out as Hawaii and New Mexico State ready to tee it up. There are still tickets available. Okay, there are still tickets available. Absolutely, you can get tickets for that October 21st match at the Special Events Arena. We are ready to begin the final match at Klum. We've set it up. Hawaii, New Mexico State. Saying their goodbyes to Klum Gym. And we take a look at the Chevron Series record now. Hawaii leads the all-time series 13-0 now. Here's a stat. If you're Gwen Lebo, you'd just as well choose to forget. How about this? New Mexico State is 0-46 against the best of the Big West. Hawaii, Long Beach, Pacific, and Santa Barbara. Chris, even you are not 0-46.
One of Gwen Lebo's goals this year was to break into the top 5, if possible, maybe upset one of those top 5 teams. And they really wanted to beat San Jose State, for example, at home last week, and they came up short, but they did have a great 5-game win at UC Irvine, something that's never been done in the history of their program. So she's optimistic about this team, and they had some good moments last night. And so she's optimistic again tonight if they can just put together 3 good games instead of just 1.5.
Well, Lebo, an 86 New Mexico State grad who really took over on May 26, 1993. So she's really just getting her feet wet. She had no time to do any recruiting that year. And she lost 3 of her top returnees her first week in practice. But here she is fighting in 94 with a new team.
Oh, what a way to start. Jinbo made a huge mistake in serving a lollipop serve, which gave Hawaii a perfect pass. And then who does the middle blocker block? Ljungqvist, one of the top hitters in the country. Stay with her, or do they go to the outside with Key? She made the wrong choice, and Key buried it.
Zubiate over the net, and a free ball for Hawaii. Chase step out into the net. Side out to the Roadrunners. Chris mentioned 2 of the New Mexico State wins have been by 3-2 scores, and in both of those matches, the Roadrunners were behind 0-2. So this team has shown some moxie this year to come back.
Well, Heather Alley made a nice play at the net right there. She's a 6-foot junior middle blocker, JC transfer from Arizona. And she went up with Robin Amo there, and Roadrunners are on the board.
Chase, that ball is not touched by anybody. It's out. It's 2-0. Sarah Chase with 2 quick errors in game number 1. There's a lollipop served out.